We live in Brooklyn, baby. We live in Brooklyn, baby.
Welcome back, folks.
Oh, welcome back. Hey, this is Skill Sauce. That's Ken, and yeah, this is Insanity Check.
I'd like to say I guess this is gonna be one of those shows that just piss us the fuck off because
this is something when I read this it breaks my heart. Okay, look, in a nutshell, we're talking about this Rhode Island child, 6 years old, Isabella Barrett. She's basically a millionaire. She's a millionaire because she's been in beauty pageants and all this sort of stuff like that. And I think this borders on child abuse. So let me just break it down real quick. The title of the story is The 6-Year-Old Millionaire Who Loves Being the Boss. And it basically breaks down, talking about how she wound up acquiring her money and stuff like that. And her quotes. She's only 6, so you really got to take this with a grain of salt. But it's just something abusive about this, and when I think about what's going to happen to her later on in life. She says, "What's not to like about being a millionaire?" says Isabella, who's not exactly a shrinking violet. "I'm a superstar. I have my own jewelry line, and I just love being the boss. I never lose at anything, and almost every pageant I enter, I win. But what I love more than anything is shoes. I have over 60 pairs."
Wow.
At 6. So, of course, her foot is going to change sizes within 1 year, and it's going to whatever. So this was by the Daily Mirror. So the Mirror says that while Isabella's mother, Susanna, is quick to hit back at people who criticize her for sexualizing her daughter and making so much money from her, she does admit to being addicted to her daughter's newfound fame.
Well, she's honest about that. Yeah. But I'm sorry, what does she hit back with? Because the picture I'm looking at here is a chick, a 6-year-old who has a complete foundation, eyeliner, lipstick, eyebrows done. Yeah. And, who's giving a little kiss to the camera.
Of course. I told you she has her own Toys R Us line. It's Isabella's line she has charm bracelets, Glitzy Girl. That's what her line is. Glitzy Girl was launched in 2012 and reportedly made $1 million in its first year. The company now employs more than 40 people and has been expanded to include makeup and clothes. So she has a jewelry line, a makeup line, a clothing line, and a toys line. And she has her own toy line in Toys R Us.
Jesus.
Yeah, so it says Susanna, who controls her daughter's daily business affairs, says she and her husband are trying to keep Isabella's feet on the ground. Really? Okay. You see what happens to these child stars like Britney Spears, and I certainly do not want that happening to my daughter, Susanna told the Daily Mirror. But she does like nice things, so we do treat her. And, it just goes on to talk about how they would love her to be the next Selena Gomez. And,
Didn't Selena Gomez just pose for Playboy?
Did she?
I think
she
so.
did.
Yeah, I think
Because
so, yeah.
I was a little disturbed by the pictures because she still looks like a 12-year-old girl.
Yeah.
It's like
this is if you're looking on your site, right? If you go in the comments, there was somebody that had referenced another child actress, child star who went like fucking Leanne Rimes or somebody like that who just like fucking flipped out and been suing everybody or something like that. I'm not sure it's in there, but this to me. It reminds me of most of the child stars who were extremely popular when they were very, very young. For the older generation, in my age demographic, there was Leif Garrett in the 70s, who turned out to be a junkie and all sorts of messed up thing. Dana Plato from Different Strokes. Mm-hmm. We all know what happened to her, Todd Bridges, and to a lesser degree, Gary Coleman. I mean, he wasn't really hooked on all of that shit and stuff like that, but he led a tragic life.
Tragic.
Yeah, tragic life. And when you...
Yeah, there she is. Yeah, titties out and everything. Selena Gomez. Yeah.
Oh, wait a second. Hold on a motherfucking second. They could put titties on the cover of a Playboy?
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know. Wait a second.
They probably maybe put it in those sleeves now, I guess, because you're not supposed to do that. As far as I knew, anyway.
Damn, the titties.
It still look like she wear a training bra, don't it?
Yeah, it looks like she's wearing something.
That's disturbing.
Yeah, she does look like.
Now, obviously, I guess she's not doing any of these. What the fuck?
What the fuck is that?
That's Playboy?
It's horrible. It's like porn.
No, Vanessa hugging, snorting coke off of...
This shit, man. Listen.
Oh, shit. Vanessa Hudgens snorting coke off of a naked Selena Gomez photo. Oh, it's fake, but still fun to stare at.
What?
It's still just.
So obviously, I guess it's not coke, but so the fuck what?
It's still disturbing. This is to me child abuse because when you have these statements from her, this particular girl, Susanna, talking about how she loves to be the boss and she loves the finer things and all that. During her maturation years, you're supposed to instill a foundation, a good ground. She is growing up like I win at everything. So when life finally changes, like someone said, in the comments, when she starts, going through puberty, the pimples come, she's not, she goes through that awkward physical phase. Things are always not going to align her way. She's not going to win at everything. How is she going to deal with that adversity? They're not preparing her for the actual real world. And that's why a lot of these people, when they go and they realize that, wait a second, I was the superstar and everything revolved around me, but now that I hit, my teen years or whatever, it's not going that way. They don't know how to respond. They don't know how to adjust. They don't know how to do anything.
Have you guys, I know you are older than I am, but the actor that played in A Never Ending Story, it's like
I remember that flying
dog thing. That actor, he ended up killing himself because he wasn't famous anymore and he wasn't getting gigs, and he was a childhood star and he was on top for a long time and he got hooked to drugs.
It happens.
It's horrible.
Once again, I guess another movie reference. I'm glad you brought that up. That I do that all the time. William H. Macy's character in Magnolia. How fucked up he was because he was like some little kitty on some Mickey Mouse Club type shit or something like that. Brain fried. I mean, outside of maybe Kurt Russell, there's very few child stars. Obviously, there's been some.
Jason Bateman.
Yeah, there's been Ricky Schroeder never went through any really bad periods, and he still acts. He still does stuff.
Your new love interest, Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Oh yeah, I mean and he's still in the 20s. But I mean, like when I think of it, I really think of like Shirley Temple never had any really fucked up shit happen to her. But then again, she didn't really act too much into her 20s and 30s, whereas Kurt Russell, literally from childhood all the way until now, never stopped working. So he's like, to me, I think of the number one success when you think of that, because there was no break period and then he reemerged. The dude just never stopped working.
And come on, Ron Howard.
Oh, but Ron Howard is a super success, but I mean, he stopped acting after a certain point, so he left the public eye. But Ron Howard, there's been some, but I'm thinking those people were more grounded. They weren't in the instant gratification.
Right, and I think that's really the difference is, like I said, what this bitch is doing with her child is setting her up to be, naked and OD'd on a train track somewhere.
Yeah, literally, because she, this instant gratification is me, mine, I win at everything, I always, I mean, what the fuck are you talking about? That's not indicative of life. That's not indicative of life. That is not the real world, and when the real world hits this girl, and hopefully they don't just screw her fortunes, at least she'll have some money.
Yeah, I was going to say that. What happens when she goes broke?
When she goes broke, or on the flip side, she might, having the money and stuff like that, she might start flipping out like fucking Lindsay Lohan, who now is broke as I mean, she's awful. I mean, she's living in an apartment with her mom now.
Charlie Sheen had to give her money just so she could survive for a little bit.
Oh, that's why she was on his show?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's fucked up, man. She was at one point living with her mom. She was just messed up because after a while, you're still living this I'm super lifestyle, but your shit is a train wreck. You're not getting the jobs in the business. You're not getting the endorsements because you're such a fuck up. So, people are not going to attach you with the brand and stuff. So now the money is going abroad. She doesn't know what the fuck to do. So, I mean, this is a horrible situation. I know, is there anything interesting in those comments? Because to me, I think this is child abuse. Hallelujah that they're able to, that they have a child. I mean, I wish one day I have a child that has a LeBron James game, or a 130-mile-per-hour fastball. Of course, I'm gonna. What parent wouldn't want their child to achieve a certain level of success? But you still have to ground them that you're still a person. You're still a person, and everything is not going to line up perfectly for you.
It sounds like the mother's living her life through the little girl.
I thought there was laws against that. I thought there was some laws against.
It should be.
I'm almost positive there's something where you can't misappropriate a child's funds. I know because I know the whole.
Yeah, but does it mean being misappropriated though? That mean they can always say we're building a future for her because if they're making her money.
Yeah, because I'm thinking of the whole Gary Coleman thing, the way those people just...
Macaulay Culkin.
Macaulay Culkin, the way they basically just destroy. That's another guy that turned out to be a burnt out
He
wreck.
looks like a million. He looks a million years old.
Yeah, he's a birthed out wreck. I mean, he's just a straight bath salts junkie. He looks terrible, man.
Well, as far as these comments go, it looks like most people agree. I'll just read some of the short ones. Yeah. Pathetic child and family. Can't wait to see this mess in the making. I cannot fathom what a horror this girl is going to be by the time she's a teenager. Another tragedy in the making. I wonder if the one of the parents can trace their roots to Dr. Frankenstein.
Dr. Frankenstein.
They are truly creating a monster.
Now, can you scroll down? I'm telling you, there was one. Hold on a second. Let me see. Not joking on Ramsey. There was one. Let's see. Sorry for this dead air, people. There was definitely one mentioning another young actress who was like suing everybody. It was one of the longer ones. But it doesn't matter. I mean, it's just.
I was going to start singing to keep the air going.
Oh, okay. Really? What were you going to sing?
Strangers in the Night.
How do you sing? Strangers in the Night.
Yeah, basically.
Or sing Al Green's Simply Beautiful.
Huh?
Simply Beautiful.
You picked the one Al Green song I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, which one do you know?
Oh, I know the one.
How can you mend the broken heart?
No, man. Let's Stay Together, man. That's my favorite Al Green song.
Oh, no, mine is Simply Beautiful.
Yeah. But anyway, so, yeah, this child is fucked.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you gonna do?
There's not much you can do. I mean, you just have to pray for the child. Like the person there that said, you know, there's a horrible child or something like that. Look. I'm not mad at this child because this is obviously how her parents. They're sponges. I've always said that. So I'm not going to blame this child for behaving this way because the parents have facilitated this shit. They've allowed it.
Yeah.
You know, they're enabling this child to have this elitist, snooty toot attitude, and they should be fucking whipped with barbed wire for doing this.
But last but not least, Isabella, if you want to come on the show, it's going to cost you $100,000. All right, so we got to take a break and we'll be back.